We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1969 Lincoln penny, a coin with an intriguing history, some valuable varieties, and the potential to fetch thousands of dollars. The 1969 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, with the D mint mark just below the date on the obverse side. Over 4 billion were struck that year, making it one of the most common pennies at the time. But don't let those high numbers fool you. Some rare features and errors have turned a few of these coins into treasures worth thousands. 1969 was a transformative year in American history. The moon landing, Woodstock, and a changing society. The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909, remained a staple of daily commerce. By 1969, the coin was still being made from a copper alloy, consisting of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But hidden among the billions minted that year are coins with unique characteristics that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. So, what makes some 1969 pennies so valuable? The key lies in two things: errors and condition. This error is incredibly rare and occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, creating a doubled appearance. Look closely at "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date. If you spot significant doubling, you may have struck gold. Well, copper gold. Some coins exhibit die cracks, raised lines caused by a damaged die during minting. These can increase the value, depending on the location and size of the crack. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded MS-65 or higher, can command thousands of dollars. Why? Because they're incredibly rare, given the wear and tear most pennies endure over the years. Now, let's talk numbers. A standard 1969 penny in circulated condition is usually worth only face value 1 cent. However, high-grade examples in mint state can sell for anywhere from $50 to $500. And if you're lucky enough to find one with a rare error like the double die obverse, you could be looking at thousands of dollars. To find these valuable 1969 pennies, you'll need a sharp eye and some tools. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loop to examine the coin's details, especially the date, lettering, and mint mark. If you think you've found something special, consider having the coin professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. Remember, preserving its condition is key. Store it in a protective case to avoid further damage. Who would have thought that a simple penny could hold so much history and value? The 1969 Lincoln penny reminds us that treasures can be hiding in plain sight. So, start checking your change, and who knows? You might just discover a small fortune waiting for you. We're diving into a coin that's been surprising collectors for decades. The 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. What's so special about it? And why is it worth thousands of dollars today? Stick around to find out. At first glance, a 1973 penny may seem like just another ordinary coin from the era. But when we take a closer look, you'll see why it's one of the most exciting finds in the world of numismatics. The Lincoln penny, designed by Victor David Brenner, has been a staple of American currency for over a century. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's centennial birth anniversary, the coin has undergone a few design changes, but the most important one is its mint mark. Most pennies you'll find today have a mint mark that identifies where they were produced, either the Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, or San Francisco Mint. But in 1973, something very unusual happened. The 1973 Lincoln penny, which was intended to be produced in Philadelphia, was minted without the usual P-mint mark, creating a fascinating error. This missing mint mark has sparked debates and excitement among collectors ever since. Coins without mint marks, especially in the case of the 1973 penny, are considered rare because it goes against the usual practice of marking the minting location. This mistake turned what would have been a standard penny into a highly sought-after collectible. Now let's talk value. Due to its rarity, the 1973 no-mint mark penny can fetch significant amounts at auctions, with prices ranging from hundreds to even thousands of dollars, depending on the coin's condition. If your 1973 penny has a sharp design, clear features, and is in excellent condition, known as MS-65 or better in numismatic terms, you could be looking at a coin worth several $1,000s. A coin's value depends heavily on its grade, and that's why you'll see such a wide range in price. Some coins are only worth a few dollars, but pristine examples can easily fetch upwards of $2,000, and in rare cases, even more. Before you get too excited, make sure to have your 1973 penny professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate its condition and assign it a grade that can help you get the best price possible if you decide to sell. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual enthusiast, the 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is a great example of how even small minting errors can lead to huge discoveries and big rewards. So, the next time you're flipping through your coin collection, don't overlook that 1973 penny. It might just be worth more than you think. We're diving into the fascinating history of the 2017 Mint Mark Lincoln penny, why it's special, how much it's worth today, and what rare details to look for that could make it worth thousands. History of the 2017 Lincoln penny. The 2017 Lincoln penny is unique because it marked the very first time the Philadelphia Mint added a P mint mark on the penny. This was done to celebrate the 225th anniversary of the United States Mint. Before 2017, pennies minted in Philadelphia did not have a mint mark, making this a one-year-only design. This small detail turned an ordinary penny into a collector's item overnight, especially since the U.S. Mint announced they wouldn't repeat the P mint mark on future pennies. Production numbers and scarcity. Now, while 4.9 billion of these pennies were produced, most are still in circulation or were spent without a second thought. But here's the twist. Specific errors and high-quality examples have made some of these pennies worth much more than face value. Rare errors to look for doubling in Lincoln's eye or the date. Coins where the design is visibly off-center. Die cracks. Small cracks on the surface caused during minting can make these pennies unique. These errors are rare, but finding one could turn your penny into a jackpot. Grading and condition matter beyond errors. Condition is key. Uncirculated pennies graded MS 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC have fetched thousands of dollars at auction. Why? Collectors are always willing to pay a premium for pristine, high-grade coins from unique years like this one. Current value of the 2017 Lincoln penny, so how much are they worth? Common 2017 pennies in circulated condition are only worth their face value. 1-cent uncirculated coins in near-perfect condition can fetch $50 to $150. But here's the exciting part. Error coins or those graded MS68 and above have sold for over $3,000 at auction. Tips for finding valuable 2017 pennies. Always check your pennies before spending them. Unopened rolls from 2017 may contain uncirculated coins or errors. A magnifying glass or loupe can help spot tiny details like die cracks or doubling. So, there you have it. The 2017 Lincoln penny isn't just any coin. It's a piece of history that could be worth thousands of dollars. Check your pockets, piggy banks, and change jars. Who knows? You might have a small fortune waiting to be discovered. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and hidden treasures. We're diving into a fascinating piece of U.S. coin history, the 1966 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Could this humble cent hiding in your change be worth thousands of dollars? Let's find out. First, let's talk history. The 1966 Lincoln penny was part of the iconic series designed by Victor David Brenner, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design was introduced in 1959 and continued until 2008. In 1966, the U.S. Mint made a significant decision. Due to a national coin shortage, they stopped using mint marks altogether for coins struck in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. This was to discourage hoarding of coins based on mint origin. As a result, no pennies from 1966 carry a mint mark, even though most were minted in Philadelphia. So, what makes some 1966 pennies worth thousands? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and errors, the holy grail of coin collecting. Look for doubling on letters like Liberty or the date. This results in part of the design being off-center. Rare cases where the coin is struck on a foreign planchet can command a premium. And then there's the condition. Coins graded MS65 or higher by organizations like PCGS or NGC can fetch big money. A 1966 penny in this grade can be worth anywhere from $500 to over $3,000. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to look for doubling, misaligned designs, or unusual markings. Is it shiny and free of scratches? The fewer imperfections, the higher the grade. If you think you've hit the jackpot, send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Remember, even small imperfections can mean a huge difference in value. So, what's the current market saying about the 1966 no-mint mark penny? Most circulate coins are only worth face value, but high-grade examples, especially those with errors, have sold for thousands at auctions. For instance, a 1966 penny graded MS-67 recently sold for over $5,000. Even if yours doesn't sell for thousands, a well-preserved coin can still fetch between $20 and $100 from the right buyer. Always inspect pennies from pocket change or rolls. Use coin holders to avoid scratches. Online forums or local coin clubs can help you learn and trade. Call to action. So, do you have a 1966 penny worth thousands hiding in your collection? Grab your magnifying glass and start hunting. And don't forget to hit like if you learned something new, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and drop a comment if you found a rare penny. We'd love to hear your story. See you in the... We're diving into the fascinating history of the 1975 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, a coin that's taking the numismatic world by storm. Stick around, because some of these pennies could be worth thousands of dollars. Let's get started. The 1975 Lincoln penny was minted during an exciting era for U.S. coinage. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic penny features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that had been in circulation since 1959. Show images of pennies from different years to illustrate the transition. But here's the twist. The 1975 penny without a mint mark was minted exclusively at the Philadelphia Mint. Back then, Philadelphia didn't use mint marks on pennies, which explains why there's no P on this coin. Coins in mint state condition, especially those graded MS-65 or higher, are rare and highly sought after by collectors. Look for errors like double die strikes, clipped planchets, or off-center strikes. These mistakes can make your penny incredibly valuable. Only a small number of 1975 no-mint mark pennies exist in pristine, uncirculated condition, making them scarce and desirable. Show examples of error coins and high-grade pennies that are in average circulated condition. These pennies are worth 1 to 5 cents, just face value. In uncirculated condition, they can fetch between $20 and $50. Coins graded MS-67 or higher can sell for $1,000 to $5,000 at auction. And the record sale? A 1975 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny sold for an astounding $7,475 in a high-grade MS-67 plus condition. Flash the auction result on the screen with dramatic sound effects. Examine the date and mint mark. Ensure the coin is from 1975 and has no mint mark. Look closely for doubling, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. Use a magnifying glass to check for wear and tear. If your penny looks promising, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its value. Background music fades in. The host gestures enthusiastically. So, there you have it, everything you need to know about the 1975 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Who knew a tiny coin could be worth thousands of dollars? Now it's your turn to dig through your change and start searching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another treasure hunting tip. And drop a comment below. What's the most valuable coin you've ever found? We're diving into the fascinating history, key details, and most importantly, the incredible errors and rare conditions that make these modern pennies so valuable. Let's get started. The Lincoln cent has been an American staple since 1909, celebrating the legacy of the 16th president, Abraham Lincoln. By 2013, the design was well into its third iteration, featuring the Union shield on the reverse, symbolizing unity and strength. What's special about 2013 pennies without a mint mark? They were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which, as you know, does not use a mint mark for pennies. Over 3.7 billion pennies were minted that year. While that sounds like a lot, not all of them were created equal. Now let's talk value. The majority of 2013 pennies you'll find in circulation are worth, well, just a penny. However, there are certain key factors that can boost their value significantly. Let's break them down. These appear as raised lines on the coin's surface. This is when parts of the coin, like the date or lettering, appear doubled. Coins that were not properly aligned during the minting process can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. Condition is everything. A flawless 2013 penny graded MS67 or higher by a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Why? Because collectors are always hunting for coins in the best condition possible. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling, cracks, or misalignment. The fewer scratches and blemishes, the better. Get it graded. If you think you've hit the jackpot, send your penny to a professional grading service to confirm its value. A 2013 no-mint mark penny with a dramatic double die error recently sold at auction for over $2,000. Another flawless MS67 Plus example fetched nearly $3,000 due to its pristine condition. Check every penny you come across. Dealers might have overlooked these coins. Roll hunting. Buy rolls of pennies from the bank and sort through them for errors or high-grade examples. And there you have it, the fascinating story of the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and how it could turn pocket change into a small fortune. If you learned something new or are ready to start your coin hunt, smash that like button and subscribe for more coin collecting tips. Don't forget to drop a comment below if you found a rare penny or have questions. We'd love to hear your story. Hey there, coin enthusiasts. Welcome back to Rare Coin Hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 2015 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Stick around, because we'll also reveal what makes some of these pennies so valuable that they've sold for thousands of dollars. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909, celebrating the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, the design has evolved, with the iconic shield design replacing the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 2010. In 2015, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies featuring this shield design. These coins were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The ones without a mint mark come from Philadelphia, and they're the focus of our video today. Now, most 2015 pennies are worth their face value, but here's where it gets interesting. Some rare errors and varieties have made certain 2015 no-mint mark pennies worth thousands of dollars. Let's explore the key factors that drive up their value. Off-center strikes, die cracks, or cuds, double die obverse or reverse. DDO or DDR, one of these errors can fetch hundreds or even thousands at auction. Condition is king in the coin world. A 2015 penny graded as MS70, or perfect uncirculated condition, can be highly sought after by collectors. Some of these have sold for over $2,000. Look closely for anything unusual, a double date, a rotated die, or even a rare material anomaly. Unique varieties can skyrocket in value. So, how do you find these treasures? Start by carefully examining your change. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to look for errors or signs of wear. And get your coin professionally graded by organizations like PCGS or NGC. Research its value using online coin databases or auction results. List it for sale on platforms like eBay or take it to a trusted coin dealer. Current values of the 2015 no-mint mark penny uncirculated coins, MS65 around $5 to $10, $100 to $1,000 depending on rarity, over $2,000. In fact, some 2015 era pennies have sold for over $5,000 in auctions. Imagine turning a penny into thousands. Who knew a little penny could hold so much history and value? So, check your change, explore your coin jars, and maybe you'll be the next lucky collector to uncover a 2015 penny worth thousands. Have you ever wondered if the humble penny in your pocket could be worth thousands of dollars? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting to uncover the secrets behind the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. An ordinary-looking coin with extraordinary value. The 1972 Lincoln cent, minted in Philadelphia, was part of the beloved Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing his enduring legacy. In 1972, over 2.9 billion Lincoln cents were struck without a mint mark, which signifies production in Philadelphia. While most of these coins remain common and circulate today, a rare variety has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. The 1972 Lincoln cent owes its fame to one incredible error: the double die obverse, or DDO. This error occurred during the die production process, where the hub imprints the design onto the die multiple times, misaligned during this process, creating a doubling effect. Collectors look for distinct doubling on the date, the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." The doubling is so bold that it can even be seen with the naked eye. So what makes these pennies so valuable? It's all about rarity and demand. While the vast majority of 1972 Lincoln cents are standard strikes, only about 20,000 to 25,000 examples of the DDO variety exist. Coin collectors and enthusiasts are willing to pay top dollar to add these to their collections. In circulated condition, these coins can fetch anywhere from $100 to $300, depending on where. But in higher grades, such as Mint State 65 or above, the value skyrockets. In fact, one MS-67, graded 1972 DDO sold for over $14,000 at auction. To check if you have a rare 1972 penny, grab a magnifying glass or a microscope and closely examine the date, Liberty, and In God We Trust for signs of doubling. But be careful, there are several less valuable double die varieties, so you'll want to confirm with a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. If you think you've struck gold or copper in this case, get your coin authenticated and graded to maximize its value. Look for the 1972 DDO first. Pay special attention to uncirculated rolls or bags of pennies. Invest in proper tools. A magnifying glass or digital microscope is essential. Stay informed. Prices can change as demand shifts, so keep an eye on auction results and coin markets. So, do you have a fortune hiding in your spare change? Let us know in the comments if you found any rare 1972 Lincoln cents. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about valuable coins like this one. We're diving into the story of the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. We'll explore its history, errors that make it valuable, and how much these coins are worth today. So, let's get started. The 1991 Lincoln cent is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial penny series, which began in 1959 and continued until 2008. These pennies were struck in large numbers at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. If your 1991 penny has no mint mark, it was made in Philadelphia. But here's the twist. Not all no mint mark 1991 pennies are the same. Fun fact, over 5 billion 1991 pennies were minted in Philadelphia. While most of these pennies are common, a few rare examples have sold for thousands of dollars. Why? Because of errors, high grades, and collectors' demand. Some 1991 pennies feature doubling in the inscriptions "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." Check closely with a magnifying glass. These occur when the coin is struck improperly, leaving part of the design missing. A rare minting error where part of the coin's edge is missing. A flawless penny graded as MS-67 or higher can fetch big bucks at auctions. Always inspect your coins under bright light and use a magnifying loupe for errors. All right, let's talk about the big question. How much are these pennies worth today? Common circulated pennies. Worth face value, 1 cent depending on the error. These can sell for $50 to $1,000 or more. The real jackpot. In 2021, a 1991 no-mint mark penny graded MS-68 by PCGS sold for over $3,000 at auction. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins with high grades or unique minting errors. If you have a pristine 1991 penny, it's worth getting it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. Now, how can you find one of these valuable pennies? Start by checking your change, coin jars, and bank rolls. If you find one, handle it carefully. Use gloves to avoid damaging the surface. And if it looks like it could be valuable, get it graded. So what are you waiting for? Check your change for a 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. It might just make you a small fortune. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found one of these gems, or if you have any questions about coin collecting. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest coin collecting tips and stories. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1973 D-Mint mark Lincoln penny. From its rich history to its surprising current value, this is one coin you'll want to keep an eye out for. Let's get started. The 1973 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint during a time of economic change and rising inflation in the United States. Over 3.5 billion of these pennies were struck, making it a very common coin at first glance. However, as we'll see, not all 1973 D pennies are created equal. The obverse, or front, of the coin features Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has graced the penny since 1909. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. What sets the 1973 D penny apart isn't just its design, but the unique errors and rarities that have made it a collector's dream. Now, here's where things get interesting. While most 1973 D pennies are worth just their face value, some rare errors and varieties can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Let's go over what you should look for. Double die errors. These occur when a coin's design is accidentally struck twice, resulting in doubling on the lettering, numbers, or Lincoln's profile. Check for doubling on Liberty and the date, 1973. Look closely at the D mint mark under magnification. If you notice a doubled or repunched mint mark, you might have a valuable variety on your hands. Coins struck off-center by 5% or more can be highly desirable to collectors at a penny in mint state 65 or higher, with no wear and full original luster, can command impressive prices. If your 1973 D penny has been used in everyday transactions, it's likely worth just 1 cent at in mint state 65. These pennies can fetch anywhere between $10 to $50. Here's where the real money comes in. Rare double die or repunched mint mark errors have sold for anywhere from $500 to over $5,000 at auction, depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition. The highest recorded price for a 1973 D penny with exceptional errors was over $7,000. These coins are incredibly rare but prove that pennies can be worth a fortune. A magnifying glass or coin loop to examine the details closely. A digital scale to ensure your penny weighs about 3.11 grams, the standard for 1973 copper pennies. A coin guide or an online resource to compare your coin with known varieties and errors. If you find something unique, consider having your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC to maximize its value. The 1973 D Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how even the smallest coins can have a big story and potentially a big value. So, the next time you come across a penny, don't overlook it. Inspect it closely. It might just be your lucky day. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin in your collection. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but could be worth thousands of dollars. Stick around as we uncover the history, rarity, and value of this incredible penny. Cut to a close-up shot of a 1984 Lincoln penny. Let's take a trip back in time. The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909, is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. In 1984, the U.S. Mint continued producing these pennies with the familiar design, Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Union Shield on the reverse, which had been introduced a few years earlier. But what makes the 1984 penny interesting is its no-mint mark variety. Cut to the host holding a 1984 penny. Typically, U.S. coins from the mint have a mint mark, indicating where they were produced, either Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, or San Francisco, S. But in 1984, some coins were produced without the mint mark, a result of the U.S. Mint's decision to stop using mint marks on coins from the Philadelphia Mint for a few years, beginning in 1979. Now, you may be thinking, isn't that just a regular penny? Well, here's where things get interesting. Most 1984 pennies have a D mint mark, indicating they were struck in Denver. But the no mint mark version, a coin struck in Philadelphia, is considered rarer and is highly sought after by collectors. Cut to a zoom-in shot of a 1984 no mint mark Lincoln penny. While the minting process was largely the same for both types of pennies, the absence of the mint mark makes this particular coin much more collectible. It's one of those subtle details that can significantly raise a coin's value, and some people might even overlook it if they aren't paying close attention. Now, the big question: how much is the 1984 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth? The answer can vary depending on its condition. In general, most 1984 no mint mark pennies are worth only a few cents, just like a regular penny. However, the story changes when the coin is in excellent condition or has unique features. If your 1984 no mint mark penny is in uncirculated condition, or it has certain rare errors, its value can skyrocket. For example, coins with a high-grade rating of MS 65 or higher can be worth anywhere from $100 to $1,000 or more. And if the coin has a rare error like a double die or a filled die, it could fetch thousands of dollars at auction. There are even reports of a few 1984 no mint mark pennies with significant errors selling for more than $10,000. Imagine finding one of these hidden gems in your pocket change. It's a collector's dream come true. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare and valuable pennies? It all comes down to the condition and any potential errors. First, check the mint mark. If there's no mint mark at all, you've got the right coin. Cut to close-up shots of the penny, zooming in on the area where the mint mark would be located next. Inspect the coin's condition. If the penny looks shiny and brand new, it could be uncirculated and worth much more. Coins with signs of wear and tear, like scratches, discoloration, or visible damage, will naturally be valued lower. Finally, keep an eye out for any errors, such as doubling on the date or a misaligned die. These error coins are often worth a premium because they're so rare. In conclusion, while most 1984 no mint mark pennies are worth just a few cents, if you find one in great condition or with an error, you could have a coin worth thousands of dollars. So, check your pocket change, your coin jar, and your collection carefully. Cut to the host holding up a valuable penny and smiling.